All right, so welcome back, everybody. This is the class on sales training scripts for outbound and inbound calls. Remember, at the beginning of boot camp, we talked about how important it is to make outbounds to the nurture clients that you have, outbounds to clients that will be supplied to you by LODs. You remember all of that training? And that will scale you. That will enable you to develop skills on the scripts. And every time when somebody comes in new, I'll provide them the script, and we'll provide them 40 or 50 people who've been connected with us live. This isn't just a name we've bought from a database. Connected with us live, and they'll get on the line. They'll go, "Hi, this is John from eXp Realty." And everybody does it. And we sit them through boot camp. We give them the scripts. And they're like, "Great, I'm ready to go." "Good. And you know you're going to call from customer service?" "Yes." "Hi, this is Sally I'm a real estate agent from the real estate company called eXp Realty." I'm exaggerating, but you get my point, right? Because we were taught to do that, right? Nice horsey, nice horsey. "I'm an agent. It's okay. I'm a top producer. I'm a specialist." Right? And people just don't like horses. People don't like horses. People like Teslas. Just drive down the street and watch them all go by, right? They don't make so much noise. They don't poop in the middle of the street. They're predictable. They're safer to drive. People like Teslas. You get the idea. So understand that a lot of things that we've said in the past is a language that today's generation doesn't understand. So we need to speak in today's generation's language. That doesn't mean you go, "What's up?" when you see them, that was a generation 15 years ago, but you get my idea. But it has to be a language style that the people of this generation understand. So let's have a look at this. So first of all, scripts for outbound calling. So look at this first script. "Hi, John. My name's Sally, and I'm calling you from Zillow Premier Customer Service at eXp. Do you notice that? I'm calling from, what's the word they hear out of that whole thing? And what's the second word they hear? And what's that? P something at the end? What was that? They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They hear Zillow because 96% of them have been to Zillow. They hear customer because they're a customer and people love to hear you talk about them. Y'all got it? So also if you say, "Hey, I'm a real estate salesperson," and as you can tell from the court case on the East Coast this week, it took 2 hours for a jury to decide that we make too much money, but I'm one of them calling you right now. There's a reason why that court case took 2 hours with a jury, because the general public has already decided who's guilty and who's innocent. So now we have to prove that the customer's first. So here goes your call. "Hi, John. My name's Andrew, and I'm calling from Zillow Premier Customer Service at eXp. You were searching for homes recently, and I'm updating our database. How's your home search going?" What's the two most important words in that? Yours. Right. It's all good. But think of, what are the key words that people will hear on that? Think of the words that you just heard. All right. What else? Huh? Going. What other words just stuck out at you? All right. So watch. I'm going to do a little trick on you here. Watch this. I'm going to watch this, right? Close your eyes. And I'm going to read it. And I want you to think, what words were you starting? "Hi, Hannah. This is Andy. I'm actually calling from Zillow Premier Customer Service at eXp. And you were looking for homes recently. And I'm updating our database. How's your home search going? We really want to know." All right. Now quickly, open your eyes. Top word you heard. Top word you heard. Zillow, top word. Top word. Top word. Looking for homes, top word. Second word. Customer service, second word. Second word. Database, second word. Your home search. So do you see? There are key words there, because if people feel it's a database, they could be alienated, but it could be like, "Yeah, I'll give you some."
Hey there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
Okay, we need to put that on mute, please, so it doesn't damage the recording. Okay, so you get the point. When you make your outbounds, Hey, it's Andy, Zillow Premier Customer Service at EXP. So grateful you picked up the phone. It's important to us you're doing well. We're just updating our database. You were looking for homes recently. Just want to know how your home search is going. It is warm. It is kind. You're being a support. Away you go. The agent says, after that, they can say, hi, is there anything slowing you down from buying a home? That's a great question. Agent, third thing they say, I would love to look at some homes together. When would you prefer to meet, weekdays or weekends? So watch. This is what we call a stepping stone. And I listen to agents. Once they get somebody talking, oh, yeah. Okay, where was the home you liked? Oh, okay, over there. Yeah, okay. And what was holding you back? Oh, it's too much. Okay. And what type of home were you looking for? Oh, 3-bedroom. Okay, how big do the bedrooms need to be? Oh, yeah. Okay, and what else did you like about? Oh, the yard. Okay. Oh, okay. And where do you want to be? Oh, in that city. Okay. Yeah. And what's important? Oh, by now you're exhausted. It's like, stop. Take somebody to the stepping stone. All you need is enough questions to start the conversation. When you start the conversation, you make that connection. You know what, Imelda? I am really looking forward to meeting you. And there's something in this third sentence. I would love to look at some homes. There's the word. I'm going to show you homes because I have a real estate agent and I'm the top condo woman in the entire city. And I'm going to show you homes because I've time blocked you. That's what people hear. You know what? I cannot wait to look at homes with you. When can we get together? When can we look at homes together? It's like an old wah-wah pedal or repeat pedal I used with guitar back in the 60s, right? Together. You want that together to come across. We're going to look together. We're going to find your dream home together. We're going to show homes together, right? You're doing research together. Use that together word. So please, Lainey, change that first word from client to agent on the document. On the third statement, I would love to look at homes together. When would you prefer to meet? Now, it says weekdays or weekends. Many agents will come to this training, won't take the scripts with them, won't save it on their phone. All of these are Google Docs. You can go to your Google Drive, tap on this, open it up, have it open when you make the calls. It's right there. Anytime that you have web connection, you've got our documents, right? What they're saying is, hey, what works for you? I'm willing to prioritize whatever time you need. You like weekdays or weekends? Yeah, agents will say, do you want to look at homes? No. I never ask a question, do you? Will you? Could you? Are you? Always ask an open-ended question with a choice, right? So I go home, say to Annette, who's very busy, would you like to go out on a date tonight or tomorrow? And would you prefer Italian or Mexican? She has no choice but to make a choice that we're going to be together. You want to go out on a date tonight? No, I'm busy. Hey, honey, let's go for a walk on the beach. Oh, I've got so much to do. Hey, honey, would you prefer to walk on the beach today? Or would you prefer to head up to Idlewild? I don't want to do either. Very few women are going to say that. You know, okay, yeah, I feel like the mountains today. So never ask a closed-ended question. Always give an alternative. Everybody with me? These are your opening scripts. Please read them. Please absorb them. And back to Andrew's classic question. I don't have time for objections. I don't have time to learn scripts. How do you make time? Go to the bathroom. Because every human being goes to the bathroom. When you're my age, you go to the bathroom 10 to 15 times a day. When you're young, you go to the bathroom 3 to 5 times a day. So let's take a young person. 5 times a day. What's in the bathroom? A mirror. So you do your role play in the mirror. So I want you to watch this. I'm not being silly. How many of you take your cell phone to the bathroom? Everybody. So all you have is your scripts and objections saved right there on your home screen. You tap on it, you look at yourself in the mirror after you're done washing your hands, and you do a script. It takes 3 minutes. You look at yourself in the mirror, right? Hi, this is Andrew from Zillow Premier Customer Service at EXP. And I noticed you were looking at homes recently. We're updating our database. How is your home search going? We really care about you. And then somebody comes in and goes, and they like walk right around you because they think you're loony, and you're like, just to scare them. So look, by the way, I've done that just to scare people. It's fun. Literally, you practice it 5 times when you go to the bathroom for 2 minutes. That's 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day is 300 minutes a month. Last time I checked, 300 divided by 60 is 5 hours. After a year, that's 60 hours. You've now trained yourself for 60 hours a year on how to use scripts. You think you're going to be a good salesperson? Oh, but you don't have time, right? The only way you don't have time is if you stop going to the bathroom. So next time you go to the bathroom, I hope you feel really guilty. That's English humor. Live with it. All right, scripts for common Zillow objections. Here they go. These are objections you are going to encounter. You are going to hear them, and you need to learn these scripts. Otherwise, you're going to get boxed in by the client. Always answer objections with, I completely understand. So from now on, those of you who are married, have a partner, have a teenager, this works really well with teenagers. I completely understand. Always start with it. It disarms the conversation. Also, our rule number 2 is use the while technique. Anything somebody says, you're going to make appointment while they're doing it. I need to land on the moon. Great. While you're landing on the moon, let's pencil you in. How long is the trip? 3 weeks round trip. Great. So 3 weeks and 1 day from now, do you prefer weekdays or weekends? While. I need to talk to my wife. I completely understand. While you're talking to your wife, you are a priority to me, and I'm going to block you in my calendar, even if you cancel the appointment, which I don't think you will do. Do you prefer weekdays or weekends? Great. Let me know what your wife says, by the way. Right? No, I want to get pre-qualified. I completely understand. While you're getting pre-qualified. And I will tell you this, and I will share this with you, and I will go out there and I'll listen to you on calls, and somebody will say, I need to get pre-qualified. And you go, okay, I'll connect you with my loan officer. What is it about humans? Don't do it. So when they say, okay, well, look, we didn't really like this home. We don't want to set another appointment. And when you find out something, let us know. Now, here we go. Good horsey. Okay, I'm a good real estate agent. I'll do what I learned at my $2,000 seminar, and I will contact you back, and I will send you properties. No, you're dead. That's a ghost now. Come over to the Tesla. The Tesla fires up. Torque is immediate. Immediate response, immediate action. Well, when you find properties, great. While I'm looking for properties, I'm going to make you a priority in my life. I'm going to pencil you into my calendar. What's the most likely time you'll be available, weekdays or weekends? And now they're going to set an appointment with you. Great. So you know what? I'm penciling you in at 10 o'clock next Saturday. And tomorrow, the day after, I'm going to send you properties. You let me know which properties you like, and I'm going to put them on our list because I'm going to make sure we're in front of everybody else, not behind everybody else. Boom, I just set an appointment. Okay? So 2 golden rules we have. Always say, I completely understand. Always use the while technique. Okay? So the customer says, I want to get pre-qualified first. Agent, I completely understand. That's going to make your offer even stronger. We'll get that done. What's that called? Let's see how many of you are listening to my training the first day. We'll get that done. What's it called? Declaration or affirmation. You're making a declaration that you're going to get it done. Yeah, I completely understand. That's going to make things much easier for when we write offers. And I'll get that done for you, no problem. By the way, while we're working on the financing, let's get you familiar with what's on the market. Yeah, I mean, you're my priority. What's the best time to check out some homes together? Do you prefer weekdays or weekends? So now I just completely sidestepped the pre-qualification. I didn't blow them off. I gave them an affirmation that I would get it done. And I also gave them an affirmation they were my priority. And guess what? They're going to set an appointment with me. People go, Andy, how did you sell so many homes? Because while you're showing 10 people, I was showing 3 people, and all 3 bought. But you show one, you don't bam fam, give me 10 reasons why not, all of which are right here. You have to meet another one and another one. Give me another lead. Give me another lead. No, you didn't deal with the last lead. Bam fam. Big, big deal. Don't let people defer you. Lead people. True sales is about leadership. All right, here comes objection number 2. I already have an agent I'm working with. Now, please understand, When these clients from Zillow connect with Zillow, Zillow asks them, do you have an agent? They say no. Now, do people fib every now and again? Yes, but they say no. When do you plan to buy? Is it over the next 90 days? Yes. If it's over the next 90 days, it's going to get transferred to us. What are you interested in? The property at 123 Main Street. Great. Would you like us to connect you with one of our Zillow Premier agents now? Yes. That's the conversation Zillow has. Now, it goes wrong sometimes, but they've been asked those 4 questions. Now they come to our ISA. The RSA asks the same questions. And then you get the appointment. I don't know what else we can do other than go out there with manacles and tie them down and drag them to the appointment. Right? You get it? So I already have an agent I'm working with. It's going to come. What's your first 3 words? Let me hear it. I completely understand. All right. I get it. You know, there's so much competition for homes in California. The Department of Real Estate allows buyers to work with a lot of agents. My job's to find your dream home. That's what I got my license for. That's why Zillow assigned me to you, to find your dream home. And I work hard at it. All I ask is that when I do find you the right one, you'll let me write an offer, okay? What's the best time to check out some homes together? You prefer weekdays or weekends? I didn't pause anywhere in there. So I'm going to run that by you again. I completely understand. There is so much competition for homes in California. You'd be reading about it, I'm sure, on the media all the time. So the DRE, Department of Real Estate, allows buyers to work with multiple agents at a time at no cost to the buyer. My job is to find your dream home. I work hard at it. All I ask is that when I do find you the right one, you'll allow me to write it up for you, okay? What's the best time for us to check out homes together, weekdays or weekends? Okay? When are you going to practice that? Here's a great thing. In a few minutes, we're going to break on this course, and you're all going to go where? To your office. And in that office is what? A mirror. Right? You're going to go, well, I'm going to start that tomorrow. And that's what every human being says. I'm going to lose weight tomorrow. I'm going to stop drinking tomorrow. I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to practice scripts tomorrow. Tomorrow when I go to the bathroom. Next time when I go to the bathroom. Some of you are even going to calculate, well, if Andy says if I go to the bathroom 5 times, it's 3 minutes each time, that's 15 minutes a day. I don't feel comfortable doing it 5 times, but I'll do it 2 times. So you're all going to find what your cadence is when you're going to do it. I flat guarantee you, if you practice a 2-minute script every time you go to the bathroom for the next 30 days, you're going to be a killer agent in a month. It's up to you. English humor is weird, but live with it. Okay. So that's the objection. We've done 2 objections so far. I want to get pre-qualified first. I already have an agent I'm working with. Let's do objection number 3. Oh, I was only interested in that property. Do you remember my training the first day? We don't call any lead a bad lead. It's just a when lead, right? So this is many reasons why a real estate agent who's used to taking care of horses will say, oh, it was a bad lead. They were only interested in one property because they don't know how to talk to that person. I was only interested in one property. How many times have you, I'm going to go back to it again. How many times have you bought something? I don't know. Let me just give you an idea. You want to go to a football game and you look at your favorite seat and it's not available. You're all ticked off because it's not available. And next day you're back on there going, well, maybe a row back or maybe a row, maybe on the other side by the dugout. And you end up buying a ticket. Or you go online and that you're looking for that black sweater or black dress for a party. And you go to it, you click on the cart and the last one just sold. You're not going to go to the party? No, but you're going to get upset for a day or 2 or an hour or 2 or a minute or 2. And then the algorithm pops up another black dress. You go, wow, that one looks kind of like that black dress that sold out. I better be quicker. You jump online and you do it. Yeah, in real estate, we think, oh, no, I'll quit. It was a bad lead. It wasn't a bad lead. It was a when lead. Just when is it going to happen? So I was only interested in that property. There are very, 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 very few people where that's true. Here's one case where it might be true. 85-year-old grandma lives in a house on 123 Main Street. Her daughter has moved in from out of state to take care of her. There isn't room in the house. They need to buy a house within a block. I get it. How many of those leads do we get on Zillow? Not very many. Out of 800, 0.5%. So I will tell you, most people, it's not just that one property. I was only interested in that property. Here comes your reply. I completely understand. What was it about that property you liked so much? That is a $1 million question. Because they're immediately going to say, oh, I loved the backyard. I loved the living room. That's what you want. Because now they're not diverting you anymore. They're conversing with you. You're connecting rather than being rejected. Does everybody get that? Listen to the customer. Wow, if I could find you those same features in another home, would you live in it? What were the main reasons you wanted to move? That's another great question. The first question is about the features, right? Oh, no, I only wanted that. I completely understand. That is a beautiful home. I'm looking at it right now. Look at that Spanish Revival architecture from the 30s. Wow, that is just beautiful. What was it particularly about that Spanish Revival home that you liked? Well, it was Spanish Revival. God, I see that. So Spanish Revival homes are your thing, huh? Why do you like that so much? Well, I like Spanish Revival because da-da-da-da-da. Now they've forgotten that that home is gone. They're talking about Spanish Revival. And when they talk about it, gosh, I'm a hunter declaration. I cannot wait to find you the right Spanish Revival home. There's a couple that I know nearby. I'm going to send you some links on them. If you don't mind, I'm going to set aside some time this weekend, like Saturday morning, because I'm going to find a couple before then. I'll send them to you. What time could I show you a Spanish Revival home on Saturday? You just set an appointment. Well, Andrew, I can't do that. I know, because you don't talk to yourself in the bathroom. Everybody can do this. Do you know how many hundreds of hours I've talked to myself in the bathroom? Hundreds. When I joined Lanier Corporation, I was first arrived in America. It was back in the early 80s. And I stood in line with 200 people to get a job. There were 2 jobs available, and I got one of them, and it was to sell word processors. Woohoo! There were thousands of dollars for a word processor. And yeah, and the office that I worked out of was Santa Ana, and they handled Newport Beach and all those areas. And they had a whole bunch of booths, because booths were hip then, not like our Google offices here. And I sat in a booth, and I had every single day an hour and a half that I was basically chained to the chair, and sales managers would walk by. There was a mirror hanging in front of every booth, and I would sit there for an hour and a half. I had to call out repeatedly to those clients over and over again, looking in the mirror. That was my bathroom. And so I just tried it over and over again. I noticed that when I was uptight and I hadn't gotten anything in escrow, I said, hi, this is Andrew from Lanier. And it's just awful. When I put something else, I said, hi, this is Andrew from Lanier. So if I smiled, I noticed my intonation sounded different. If I frowned, I noticed my intonation sounded different, right? Speeches. I've given so many speeches in my life. Literally, the first speech I gave, I was 11. I was doing public speaking regularly by the time I was 12, 13. I was doing major crowds by the time I was in my early 20s. I ran the debating society at Leeds University. Whatever it was that I did, I would always go to the bathroom before a presentation. I practiced my opening and closing in the bathroom. How do you look? So you get good at something because you practice. Then people say, I don't have time, but everybody goes to the bathroom. So if you can do it for 3 minutes in the bathroom, and you do that every day, you get the point, right? Very simple. So I was only interested in that property. I completely understand. What was it about that property you liked the most? Listen to them. If I could find you the same features, would you live in it? Here's another way of approaching it. I was only interested in that property. I get that. What were the main reasons you wanted to move? Now you've completely diverted the conversation. Listen to the customer. If I could make those important things happen in a home that worked for you, what would be the best time to show you a home like that? There's your script right there. It's 2 approaches. One is talking about the features of the home. The second is don't even talk about the home. Ask, why did you want to move there? Well, I wanted to move there because it's mid-century modern. I always wanted to live in a mid-century modern home. Okay, I get it. Why particularly did you want to move? Well, I'm not in a mid-century modern now. I get it. How do you see yourself living in that home? You're going to hang out at the pool. You're going to, oh, well, we're big entertainers. Do you see where the conversation is going? Now you're finding out why they want to move. Oh, the place we live in is super noisy now. Okay. Would you prefer to live in a noisy home that was not mid-century modern, or a home that was quiet, that was mid-century, or was close to mid-century? Well, I'd take something close to mid-century, bam, you just open up 50% of the market. Annette and I did a mid-century in the Cove in Cathedral City, and it was actually built in the 70s. In the 70s, they started putting wings on houses. You know, when you drive by a house and it's got wings on it? Who came up with that idea? I don't know. I think they were on some sort of Brady Bunch, wings on homes. So we looked at it. It actually had the right roof pitch, and it actually had the right face to it, but it needed some mid-century accentuation. So we chopped off the wings, and we added a real mid-century styling to the entryway because it had an overhang, like they did those big pyramid-shaped supports for the overhang. We took out the pyramid-shaped supports. We took off the overhang. We put on a mid-century modern door. We put mid-century lighting, vertical columnar lighting to the right and left of the door. And we put horizontal wood paneling in contrast with the bright turquoise door. When you drove by now, it's actually been in a magazine for a mid-century modern house. So we took something that was close to mid-century modern, we made mid-century modern. So you have to find out from the client, what is it that you want? Why are you considering about moving? And then you offer your services. So that's I was only interested in that property. Let's go to another objection. Oh, I just wanted information. How many of you have heard that in sales? What do you come out with and say right away? I completely understand. All right. I like to know as much as possible before I make a purchase too. Did you hear that? Oh, all I want is information. Oh, I get it. You and I are alike. Every time I buy a car or I buy a sweater, I want to know about all the sweaters on the block. And I get it. You just want to get information about it. I get it. I'll get you all the information that you need, by the way. What's that? What's that? Declaration. What was the main reason you wanted to move? Same question. All you have to do is agree and declare and then ask a question. If you just ask the question, hey, if they say to you, I just wanted information. Oh, I get it. Why did you want to move? No, I told you I just wanted information. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. But what time is the best time to show you property? That's boom, 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 ping pong. So you have to take away the ping pong factor, it's called in sales. I completely understand. You just diminished the ping pong factor. Now you're listening to them. Now you agree with them. I like to know as much as possible before I buy something too. Now you make a declaration that's worth talking to you. I'm going to get you all that information. And now you've earned the question, what's the main reason you want to move to another home? Do you see the sequence? There's a lot of psychology in this. So trust me, I've done this 2,500 times. We've done this with 10,000 leads. You might be a great real estate agent that sold 7 homes a year for the last 12 years. That's 84. I'm 2,416 ahead of you. It might be worthwhile thinking about what I'm saying. The whole point of this is that the psychology in these answers that disarms people, distracts them from the objection they're raising to get rid of you, and focuses on them what's really important. What's really important is what they need. But people are so trying to hold you away, right, that you can't get to what they need, Next one. Number 5. Well, I'm waiting for rates to go down. How many of you heard that one? Particularly right now, right? What's the top words? Let me hear it. I completely understand. You know, fortunately, banks are realizing they need to lower payments. So there's lots of different products they brought out now to lower the interest rate. You know, you might be seeing 7.99. Very often we can get people at 4.99, 5.99. Makes hundreds of dollars of difference every month. And I don't mean for like a week or two. I mean for the duration of the loan. Sometimes we can get money from the seller to do what's called a buy down so we can get your rate lower. We'll work hard to get you the payment you need. There it is. There's Andrew right there. Do you see it? Right there. We'll work hard to get you the payment you need. What is it you're looking for in the home? There's Andrew again. The same features every time. You listen, you declare, you offer services, and now you ask the question to distract them from the objection to the reason. Always get people off the objection. For years, sales trainers in our business have taught how to answer the objection. Really, the idea is to deflect from the objection to the reason. Because even if you answer the objection, you win an argument. Last time I checked with all my wives, it was a joke. When you win an argument, you lose an argument. All right? So I completely understand that's the way to approach. I'm waiting for rates to go down. Now, what about, I thought you were the listing agent. All right, so here we go. Here's the person who was paid the $2,000 seminar who says, if you want to win, you got to list. If you want to lose, you're going to do buyers. And buyers are liars. That's the talk. That's how you talk to the horse. That's how you talk to that old horse. Keep petting your horse. Now come over here. Let's talk about a Tesla. Let's talk about a young person, graduated from college, got a degree, recently married, got a husband who's a great guy, earning money, interested in buying a home, spends all her time shopping online, researching online, reading news online, doesn't know what the word television means. They know what the word screen means. They know what the word display means. Television station means nothing because they stream. They don't watch TV stations. Mainline news, they don't understand because they've got news of every second. And why would they watch a news program that the old people watch that's already out of date and is paid for by the advertisers? All right. Newsletter, they don't understand because they're on blogs. Their entire language mechanism is entirely different. And we're still being taught for $2,000 how to stroke a horse. I thought you were the listing agent. They probably did. I completely understand. By the way, do you know the difference between a buyer's agent and a seller's agent? Because what the seller's agent is trying to do, the way our industry's been set up for years, honestly. See, now you got them, didn't you? And a lot of people don't like this, is that the seller's agent is paid to get the highest price they possibly can for that seller. Now, Zillow is a whole different ball of wax. Their job's trying to get a fair deal for everybody. They just want you to know the truth. And that's why Zillow assigns us to you, so you got somebody on your side. Because you're dealing with a 100-year-old industry that is stacked against you. It's stacked in favor of people who want listings, who people want sellers, because that's how they make their money. I don't make money unless you find what you need at the best price. That's how I make money. I want to be on your side, and I'm good at it. Now, what's better for you, weekdays or weekends? Would you hire me as your agent? So you use the news to shift the central axis of that conversation. It's huge. Use the news. I thought you were the listing agent. I completely understand. For 100 years, it's been like that. I mean, our whole industry is weighted. Even agents like me are told, get listings because you're going to make more money. And then our job is to go after the sellers and to get as much money as possible from you. Zillow's kind of a whole different ballgame. It's a modern world, and they want you to have information. They want you to have access. They want you to have people working for you so you get the best price possible. And that's why Zillow selected me, because that's what I do too. I don't want you to get trapped in the old system when you pay too much. So that's my job. Now, what's a good time to show you property? Have any of you heard a training like that ever before? Because you're all being taught how to take care of horses. Okay, the client wants to see a house that's pending. Now, in our first 10,000 connections, this was a challenge that we came across many, many times. Because the agent would pick up the phone and they would go, oh, you want to see 123 Main Street? It's pending. Oh, I don't want to see it then. Okay, well, let me see if I can find you something else in the area. Yeah, okay, if you find something else, call me back. And then that agent didn't look at updates, didn't make notes, forgot the client. And 2 months later, we come around the client again because they show up on Insights and another agent takes them, and you understand the whole cadence, right? Because most of us, if it's pending, again, we're taught, talk to the horse. We're taught, well, if it's pending, you're wasting your time, right? Actually, you're not. The fact that it's pending is not relevant. What's relevant is, what does that person want? Why did they call on that house anyway? It's the same thing. So when a house is pending, still book the appointment. You still want to meet them on that day. And now you're going to make your declaration. What's important to you is what's important to you. So there are 2 or 3 others in the area that are similar. Let's look at those as well. We can drive by this one that's pending because a lot of people don't qualify anymore. A lot of people fall out of escrow. So let's drive by together and let's look at a couple of others, because actually one up the street that's a little bit cheaper. I'll set them up and meet you. And then you set the appointment at another property address. So you're going to drive by, you're going to meet them at another property address. It's the same strategy. You're agreeing with them, but you're focusing on what's important to you. I know that you look at a lot of properties online just like I do, and you selected that one for a reason. Why are you guys moving? I don't have that here in this script, but it's the same conversation. Why are you guys moving? The minute you get to that conversation, you've got a 70, 80% greater chance they're going to meet you for an appointment. That is the end of our objections and scripts for inbound and outbound calls. And please look at the link in the YouTube video below in comments, and you can see the link to this document. Thank you all very much.